you clicked on this video, I'm going to guess that you do not have any problem coming up with creative business ideas, but you might have a problem deciding which of those ideas are worth pursuing. So this video is going to help you narrow down those choices into something that's going to fit your life. Not every art business idea is going to work for every person, and just because one person makes it look really easy and successful doesn't mean that's the right thing for you. So through this video, I'm going to walk you through the steps that I take when I am trying to narrow down all the ideas floating around my brain. It really helps me to be able to stay focused on a few things at a time to really see if they are worth pursuing longer. You might have thought about doing a YouTube channel like this, or doing Patreon, or taking commissions, or selling on Etsy, or selling prints, or licensing your work, or selling at markets, or teaching art, or doing murals even, or live painting. There's so many routes that you can take. And it feels like every time you open up your phone, you see an artist doing something that looks really awesome and you think you want to try that too. And so everything that you start and don't finish feels like you just are leaving money on the table and beating yourself up over it, because it feels like every idea could have been the one that worked if you had just stuck to it. And that's not always the case, but some of them do just need a little bit of sticking to it to make it work. So instead of asking yourself what is the ultimate best art business of all time that anybody can do, I hope that this video helps you figure out what is the right path for you as an individual. All right, let's get into it. So the first step that I take is designing the lifestyle that I want. Some questions to ask yourself are, what do you want your schedule to look like? Do you want to have your weekends free, or do you want to only work on weekends? Are you a stay-at-home mom like me and you want to work during nap times or early in the mornings? Do you want to pay somebody to come and help with your kids? Or do you want to be able to do something with them? I haven't figured that out yet, so if you do, let me know. Do you want to have a predictable income, something that's steady, or do you want to keep things exciting and switch it up? Would you rather have it be more passive or more based on giving your time for money? Do you want to take commissions or do your own projects? Do you want to spend your days making the art more or doing marketing and technical things? Do you mind spending a lot of time on social media, or do you need to pick something that doesn't require too much social media? The goal here is to create a business that you don't want to escape from. That's why we're choosing to make an art business in the first place, because we love making art and we want to do something we love that can make money too. If we just want to do anything that makes money, we wouldn't be doing art, because we don't want art to become miserable for us, right? We want this to be something that stays inspiring and life-giving to us while making money. And I do think there are ways to do that. So step 2, you're going to brain dump every idea you have, big or small, even if you think it's silly and will never happen, or yeah, just put everything down on paper. You could type it up or write it down, I don't care. Just get them all out there, because the more they're floating around in your brain, the more wishy-washy you feel about everything. So put them down, it helps so much. Just that one step will help you so much. Next, you're going to get a paper, or I guess if you're doing it on a computer or iPad or whatever, you're going to create 4 sections. And the first one is, what am I good at? So this doesn't have to be something that you're like prolific. You know, it can just be something that you don't have to spend a lot of time learning. Like, you already have the skills for it. What comes pretty easily to you? What do people ask you about and need your expertise on that you feel like you already have the skills to jump right into it? So what are you good at? That's the first one. The second section is, what do I enjoy doing? And with this one, you want to think about not just the type of art you like to create, but also what else is going to go on besides the art. Are you going to be doing a lot of marketing, a lot of emailing, a lot of socializing, a lot of social media, a lot of editing, traveling, designing? Make sure you you don't have to like every part of the business, but which of your options do you most enjoy and most excite you? Even the behind the scenes stuff that isn't just making the art. Third section is income potential. So the things you're making, are they something you can make once and then sell several times and in several ways? Is it something that can scale? Are you going to need to hire people to help you with it, or can you do it on your own? Can it make you money while you're sleeping? Are you able to raise prices, or is there a limit to the amount that people will pay for your goods and services? This doesn't always mean that passive income is going to be better, but just think about how much you can potentially make with this, how much you are realistically going to make with this, what ideas are going to be the most profitable for you. And the fourth section is one that most people probably don't think about, but it is which of these ideas work with the season of life that I'm in. This has been my guiding principle for the last several years. I used to have all these ideas and feel like I needed to chase everything, and finally I accepted that I need to plan around the stage of life that I'm in. I've gone through 4 pregnancies, newborn stages, preschools, elementary schools, napping, not napping, all kinds of kid schedules, and trying to figure out which businesses work at which point in my life has been really, really helpful, because it helps me to let go of the things that are just not practical at this stage and really focus in on the ones that I am able to do. So whether you're working full-time and you're doing this on the side, or you're a college student and you're busy studying, or you're caring for someone else, or you have a chronic illness and have to manage your energy levels, think about what actually works with the stage of life you're in, because that, I think, is going to be the most important in what you're actually going to be able to stick with. You can have the perfect business idea, but if it's just not the right season of life, it's not going to happen. And then you'll just be discouraged, and we don't want that. Now you have your 4 sections. You're going to look through and see which ideas fall into several categories. The thing is, some of these will be more important to you than others. Maybe you being passionate about the project is most important to you because that's what drives you. Or maybe the income is what really, really matters at this point in life, and you got to chase the thing that's going to make the most money. So take into consideration what your priorities are, but overall, if there's something that falls into several categories or all of them, that helps so much to see this makes the most sense for me right now. That's what's helped me narrow it down to this season of life. I am doing live wedding painting, I am starting a mail club, and I'm focusing on YouTube. Those 3 things feel doable to me, feel worth it to me, and I'm able to put all the other ideas on the shelf and come back to them later in a different season of life, and helps my brain to stay focused and not always wondering if I should be doing something else. My advice would be to pick 1, 2, or 3 projects, focus on just those, unless, I guess, if you feel like you have all the capacity to do more than that, then good for you. But for most of us, I think 1 to 3 is a good number that's doable and realistic. Think about a garden. If you were to plant 10 seeds and water each of them once a month, nothing's really gonna grow, right? But if you plant 2 seeds and water them every day, they're gonna grow. That's how your business is gonna be. If you can focus on just a few things at a time and give them all your attention, they're more likely to bring you results than if you're spreading yourself way too thin. The other thing I love about this system is that it's not forever. You can work on these things for a few months and then reevaluate, see if the things you chose were still a good choice. But that way you've stuck to it for however long you decided to, and it gives it a chance to see if it is worth it, if it is enjoyable, and if it's turning into something better, then you can stick with it. And if you have given it that chance, but you've decided that it's no longer right for you, then that's great. You can put that idea away and it's no longer bothering you. There might also be ideas that you decided not to do that just keep coming back to your mind, and maybe that's the next idea that you should pursue because it keeps coming back to you and you know you're still excited about it. Other ideas you'll forget about, and that's probably not the right one. So if you're working on your focus projects and more ideas come, write them down, put them on the list, come back to them in a few months after you've worked on the things that you're doing. Maybe you'll finish some of the things you're doing and feel accomplished. Just finishing something can give you that boost to keep going and do more things. There are so many ways to make money as an artist, but you have limited attention and limited time, and I hope that this video helps you to focus that time and energy on things that really matter and build a life that you really want. If you could like and subscribe, that would be super helpful. I talk about art business and building a life that feels creative and meaningful without giving up the things that really matter. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day.